Hey, my dear ones. Well, welcome to your mat and welcome to your gentle flow. I have something planned for you today, but as always, I want you to listen to your body, even above my instruction, because you know what you need. You're the only one who can feel what you're feeling. So please listen to the wisdom of your body as I guide you, and let's co-create the best practice that we can for you today. I'm going to have you start on your back in a Shavasana position. We'll get 2 Shavasanas today, which is great. So legs extending out in front of us. And you're just going to allow your legs to be about as wide apart as your mat. And then bring one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your belly. And with one hand on the heart and one hand on the tummy, just want you just to start to be aware of your natural breath, just the very easy natural breath that's moving in and out through your nose. Observe how the belly gently rises and falls with the breath. From this foundation, begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales, building a victorious rhythm within the breathing. Now, if you are a little newer to a yoga practice, you're just going to focus on deep, balanced breathing throughout the hour. Those of you who practice Ujjayi breathing, adding just a soft constriction to the back of the throat so that the breath becomes audible. The sound of the breath will draw your very powerful thinking mind into the present moment, and it will keep the mind focused and at ease as we move through our gentle flow today. Now, as the breath continues to deepen, I want you to move inward and honor the intention behind your practice today. There's a reason why you rolled out your mat and you set this time aside for yourself. Acknowledging or setting the intentions makes this an even more meaningful experience. Let's take 3 more slow, deep breaths into our intentions. And just that gentle current that's moving through the body. And then, my dears, I want you to slowly slide your legs into a butterfly position. So soles of the feet will come together. Knees are now opening up like butterfly. And you can have the feet sliding a bit further forward if that feels better for your hips. Find a place where you can let the knees just hang in their own weight. And then take your hands and interlace your hands and place your interlaced hands over your belly. And just take a few more deep breaths into the palm of your hands. Keeping the hands interlaced, I want you to slowly inhale, begin to reach the arms up and over your head. And just keep the hands interlaced as they are. And as you exhale, slowly bring the arms back down so that the hands are moving towards your pelvis, towards your hips. Do that again, nice and easy. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Now, if you want to, you can flip your palms so that your palms are open, getting a little more into the wrists. And then exhale, bring the arms back down. Sometimes flipping the hands is uncomfortable for the shoulders, so I want you to stick with the variation that felt good for you. And do about 3 to 5 more rounds. You're inhaling the arms up. And exhale, slowly bringing the arms down. Just gently getting into the shoulders. When we get into the shoulders, we start to get into our heart energy. Give me one more up and down. Next time the hands come down, use your hands to very gently close your knees and just place your feet on Mother Earth, feet hip distance apart. Bring the arms down alongside your body and make sure you walk your feet back just a bit so that your knees are right above your heels. Okay, press down into your feet, press down into your palms and your outer shoulders. And as you inhale, begin to softly lift your hips and your pelvis up towards the sky, stretching your knees towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, start to come down one vertebrae at a time. So upper back first, then mid back. Low back is the very last thing to touch the floor. Okay, we'll do that again. Inhale, gently lifting the hips. Press down into your big toes, down into your heels. Exhale, slowly bring it back down, one vertebrae at a time. Let's just do one more of these. This is dynamic bridge pose. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, slowly lower. Beautiful. Now take the arms out like a T shape. Keep your feet as they are. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just fan the knees over to the right. Inhale, knees up through center. Exhale, fan the knees over to the left. Inhale, slowly center. Side to side, exhale. So this is a variation of dynamic two-knee twisting. You are keeping your feet on the ground as your knees move side to side. Keep the shoulders grounded. Stay with the rhythm of the breath for 3 more rounds. I love this little twist because it gets into our back, of course, but also the hips. Getting a little rotation through those hips. One more right, one more left. Okay, as you come back to your center, just pause for a moment there. Take your hands onto your thighs, hands onto the thighs, and I want you just to notice how your low back is gently arching. Okay, this is the beginning point. Low back is gently arching. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press into your thighs and press your low back down into the floor. Really scoop your navel in. Now on the inhale, release the hands from the thighs softly and let your back arch again. Okay, exhale, press into the thighs, tilt the pelvis, and press the low back into the floor. 3 more of those. Inhale, allow the low back to gently arch. Exhale, press into the thighs, press the low back to the floor. Good. On your own, my dears. Last 2. This gentle back tractioning, starting to stimulate our core. Find some mobility in the hips and the pelvis. Beautiful. On the inhale, pause and hug just the right knee into your chest. Interlace your hands at the belly of your right hamstring and extend your right foot up towards the sky. And just make a couple circles with your right ankle, just getting into the ankle. Go the other way. And then point and flex into the foot. Good. Now, hands are interlaced right on the meatiest part of the hamstring. And I want you to gently press your leg into the palm of your hands. Press your low back onto the floor. And then just keep drawing those right toes back. Now, you can stay here, or for a deeper variation, straighten your left leg out onto the ground. If you straightened your left leg, flex into your left foot And feel the left inner thigh rolling down towards the ground. Your breathing is so important at this moment, relaxing the mind and supporting the body. If you feel like the body is open enough, you can slide your hands to your calf muscle. You want to avoid holding onto the knee itself, so either hold above or below your knee. And breathe for 3. Upper body is at ease for 2. Take a deep breath in, guys. Exhale, slowly bend the right knee. Put the right sole of the foot on the floor. And then hug the left knee into your chest. Interlace your hands at the belly of your left hamstring and inhale the left foot up towards the sky. And start to make little ankle circles. Go both directions. Pointing and flexing. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Okay, grow still in the foot. Put a little flex or flare to your toes so you're active. And again, your hands are interlaced at the meatiest part of your muscle. So press your leg into the palm of your hands, gently shifting that left hip forward. We want the back to be pressing into the floor here, so no arching in that low back. Take a deep breath in, and if you want to, you can straighten out your right leg. Remember, just make sure you do the same thing on this side that you did on the other side. If you have straightened that right leg, flex the right foot and roll the right inner thigh towards the floor. Notice if the shoulders are tense or if there's other areas of resistance, and send the breath into those areas. We're here for 3. 2. 1 more full belly breath. Beautiful. Now, very slowly bend the left knee. Straighten both legs out in front of you. Reach both arms over your head. Take a full body stretch, a big inhale. Open the mouth. Let it all go. Hug those knees into your chest, guys, and rock a little bit from side to side. And then rock and roll your body forward and back a couple of times. And let's rock ourselves up, and let's come onto hands and knees. So building our tabletop position, a solid hands and knees. Let's move through a few traditional cat-cow. So take an inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of your head for cow. On the exhale, tuck your tailbone for cat. Draw your navel in, chin to the chest. Inhaling, tailbone rising, crown of the head rising. Exhale, tail tucking, navel drawing in. Continue on your own for a few more rounds. You're always welcome to close your eyes. Just send more of your awareness inward. Last 3. That's it, love. Bring your big toes to touch and please sit back into child's pose. Your knees can be any distance apart that feels good as the arms actively stretch forward. Walk your hands over to the right side of your space, and let's just get a nice opening through the left side body. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Walk your hands over to the left side of your space. Take your time in these transitions today. When you get there, rest in the stillness and breathe into the sensations of the body. Walk your hands straight forward towards the top of your mat, and remember that you can come back to this pose anytime you want to. Inhale, come to hands and knees. Make sure that you have your hands a steady shoulder width apart, fingers spreading nice and wide. Anchor down or press down into your pointer finger and your thumb. Start to tuck your toes. Let's lift our hips up. Press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out through our legs, gently opening up. You can add any other movements that feel good for your body today. Maybe a little nod of your head, yes or no. Good. And then just feel a nice, strong energy in your downward dog. So heels are stretching back. Press firm into the ball of your feet and keep lifting the hips high. Tuck your tail softly so your tummy can scoop in and lift the underarms up so that we avoid dumping through the shoulders. Outer arms are squeezing in. Hold here for me for 5. Maybe close your eyes. Deepen breath for 4. Last 3. Keep turning those legs on. 2. 1 more breath. Look at your hands and very gently walk your feet forward to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Separate feet hip distance, maybe a little bend in the knees. Grab onto opposite elbows and allow your head to just hang. Put a little sway from side to side if that feels good. Keep the tummy scooping in. And then switch the crossing of your arms, opposite forearm in front or on top. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Now pause at your center, put a nice bend to your knees, chin to your chest, and we're gonna slowly ragdoll up 1 vertebrae at a time. The head is the very last thing to rise. As we come up, give your shoulders a little shrug up to your ears, and then melt the shoulders down the back. 2 more shoulder shrugs. Inhaling up, exhaling back. 1 more. Beautiful, guys. So as you stand at the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, so make sure that those feet are nice and solid, pressing through all 4 corners of your feet. Let the arms come down alongside the body and turn the palms out. This will allow the shoulder blades to draw back. Now, as you inhale, I just want you to reach the arms halfway out. So you're holding there. Hold the breath in for just a moment. Take your exhale and reach into your fingertips even more. Okay, now inhale, arms reach all the way up. Optional to touch the palms. Turn the hands out. Exhale like you're pushing through cold honey. Arms are gonna come all the way back down alongside our body. Okay, turn your palms out. On the inhale, just reach halfway up. Inhale, inhale, hold for me there. Stay, exhale, turn the palms up even more. Really stretch into those fingers. Good. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up, shoulders at ease. Turn the palms out. Exhale like you're pushing through honey. Arms come back down alongside our body. Let's do 1 more exactly like that. So on the inhale, just reach halfway up. Hold the breath. Stay for the exhale. Reach into your fingertips even more. Inhale, arms rise. Turn the palms out, exhale, push through honey. Beautiful, guys. Now let's make it one smooth movement and add the forward fold. So inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Inhale, inhale, inhale all the way up. Exhale, turn the palms out like we're moving through honey. We're gonna fold forward over the legs. As you fold, hands can come to shins or the earth. Inhale, come halfway up. Roll the shoulder heads back. Exhale, forward fold. Reach arms out, palms up. Inhale, come all the way back up, all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. That's it. Let's do that again. Inhale, circle the arms out and all the way up. Draw your tummy in. Exhale, folding through honey. So controlled. It's going to make it a more gentle experience, but you also are going to get stronger, moving slowly. Halfway up on the inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach out, rise up. Inhale, palms up. Reach up into your pinky fingers. Up, 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 up. Exhale to our heart. You got it. One more. Inhale, circle it up. These are half salutations. Exhale, fold with control. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Now as you exhale, step back to downward facing dog. So a nice big step back, downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, firm your legs and inhale, come forward to plank. This is the first plank that we're feeling today. And I just want to always give you the option. Yeah, so you could lower the knees. The trick with lowering the knees is you want to keep your toes tucked and you want to keep the tail moving towards the back of the knees. So we get that scooped in energy through the core. Okay, outer arms are squeezing in and the heart is reaching forward. Take a nice deep inhale. Shift forward, lower all the way to your belly, one straight line as you come down. Stay on your tummy, point your toes, shrug your shoulders up and back, and inhale, gently lift your heart off the ground for cobra. Keep the elbows pulling back. Exhale, fold forward, forehead coming to the ground. Strong legs. Again, inhale, cobra. So point your toes. Your toes want to touch the back of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. 3 more today, loves. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, fold. Last 2. One more, stay with that breath. Inhale to hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Long exhales. Feel that beautiful stretch you're getting in the low back and in the hips. Inhale to hands and knees. And just pause for me here. I want to start some hip circles. So we're going to move the hips in a circular pattern. Forward, over and around. Down and back. Now, as you're doing this, keep your tummy just gently hugging in and really just enjoy this massage-like quality, getting into the hips. 3 more in this direction. And then change the direction. Go the other way. No tension in the shoulders. A little lift through your tummy. Three more. Just feeling that water-like element of the body and the breath. That's it. And go ahead and slowly circle your body back to the center, that strong tabletop position. And I want to say that you can do these transitions from hands and knees. If downward dog just doesn't feel
whole or complete for you today, you can do everything from hands and knees. Otherwise, let's lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, the right leg rises. So right leg will reach straight back. Exhale, shift forward and start to draw your right knee to your nose. I'm gonna ask you to step your right foot forward. Now, I know that can be challenging. If you get like halfway, grab a hold of your ankle and get your foot to the top of your mat. I'm gonna lower the back knee today, but keep the back toes tucked. So we're really strong in the base, okay? Inhale, the arms sweeping up, coming into our low crescent. Beautiful, deepen the breath. Take one more big inhale. Circle the hands to the ground as you exhale and just step to downward dog. Push it right back to that down dog. Or hands and knees if you're doing this from hands and knees, guys. Okay, inhale the left leg straight back and up. Exhale the left knee to the nose. The trick is to round your back like you do for cat. That's how you're gonna get your foot to the top of the mat. Okay, lower that right knee. Keep right toes tucked. Inhale, arms rise. Stay for your exhale and pull your belly in. Stay for the inhale, lift a bit higher. Exhale, downward dog. So slow, mindful transitions. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Lower the back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warming it up. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Back knee down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got it. One more each leg. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Back knee down. Inhale. Down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Back knee down. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Please walk your hands backwards to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Now, when you get here, I want you to bring your hands behind you. You can either grab a hold of your wrist or interlace the hands. Knuckles extend up, head relaxes down. Big inhale, deep exhales. If it feels good and you want to bend the right knee, you can gently twist right shoulder towards right knee. Back to the center, bend the left knee a little bit, left shoulder towards left knee. Back to the center. Release your arms and just let your upper body just hang. But do me a favor, walk your hands a little further forward. Take some of the weight towards the ball mound of the foot. Scoop the belly in and breathe. Downward facing dog. Now in your downward dog, I want you to look at your hands and let your hands just get a little more narrow. You might even let your thumbs touch, just the tips of the thumbs. And then relax your head so you're still pretty much in that down dog upper body. Step your feet together as well. And then inhale the right leg up and start to open up your hip. You're going to do that really slowly so that you don't topple over. Keep pulling your left hip back, guys. Take a deep breath in. Now exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Right foot outside my right hand. Okay, lower the left knee to the ground. And this time, point the left toes. Come onto your fingertips and let your heart center gently lift. So for my loves who have props, I really like blocks in this pose. You can put blocks underneath your hands if that feels good, or even lowering your elbows to your blocks. If you don't have blocks, use whatever you have. You could put a couple of books underneath your elbows. And if turning the right toes out feels better for you, turn the right toes slightly out. This is lizard pose. Deepen your breath. Getting a bit more into our hips. And remember that everyone's flexibility is different. So it doesn't matter what your pose looks like. It's more about what you're feeling. And if you can keep that deep connection to the breathing and your intention, right? Remember what the purpose behind all of this is. Give me 3 more breaths here. Now, walk your hands up from wherever you are. So you're on your palms or your fingertips. And I want you to just try to bend this left knee. Okay, try to keep moving forward though. If you shift back while you're bending your knee, you're gonna end up on the top of your kneecap and it's not gonna feel good. So shift the hips forward so you're just above your kneecap. And this might be enough. You might be feeling a stretch. I am. You can stay or reach right arm up and back like a twist and try to grab a hold of your left foot. And let's just give that quadricep stretch a couple deep breaths. Those quads are big muscles. They want that fresh oxygen. Final 2. That's it, loves. Softly release. And if you have blocks, just slide your blocks forward so that they can be there for you. I want you to plant your palms or on fingertips is fine. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Lift your hips up so your hips are as high as your shoulders. Then plant your palms and step back to down dog. Big step back to your down dog. And just take a moment there and feel the difference between the right and the left side body. Take an inhale through your nose and out your mouth. Now look at the hands, and again, bring the hands in a little more narrow, maybe even tips of the thumbs touching. Squeeze your elbows in so those arms are straight, and then relax your head and look back at your feet. Step your feet together and just feel this nice solid midline, a strong balanced center. Inhale the left leg up. Start to open up from your hip and bend your knee. We don't want to collapse into the right side body. So keep pulling the right hip back and lifting the right underarm up. Take an extra deep breath in. Exhale, look forward. Start to shift forward and step your left foot outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee, and we're going to point the right toes for lizard pose. Come onto fingertips or put your blocks underneath your hands. Heart pulls forward. We want to try not to round the back too much while we're here. So heart forward. And then those of you who felt like you wanted to lower to your elbows, lower to your elbows. And then maybe turning those left toes out if that felt better in your body today. Once you are in the pose, soften some of the thinking and get back into your breathing. Deep, wind-like sound of the breath today. Last 3. Now, all I want you to do is put your hands on the ground or hands on blocks. Okay, keep the heart softly moving forward. And then we're just going to softly bend into that right knee, right foot lifts. Okay, depending on what you've been doing, this might be enough. On days where I've done a lot of legs, this is enough. You don't have to go any further. Or left arm is going to reach up and back like a twist. And you're going to reach back and try to grab a hold of that left foot. getting into your quad, deepen your breath. Send the breath right into the place that needs it the most. Last two. That's it, love. Soft release of that right foot. Slide your props to the side if you're using any props. And plant your palms. Okay, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, but then lift your hips up. So we get some of that heaviness out of the hips. Press it back, downward facing dog. Push it back. Take a moment and feel the balance now in the right and the left side of the body. Beautiful. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Only a couple of these today. So optional to keep the knees lifted or to lower the knees. Everybody pull their tummy in. Heart forward, chaturanga, lower halfway down or come all the way to your belly. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out the mouth. Lower your knees, sit back and rest. Balasana, child's pose. Just taking a few deep resting breaths here. Again, mentally aligning with the intention. Make sure you're giving yourself the opportunity to create that today, whatever it may be. That's it. One more wherever you are resting. All right, my dears, put your hands on the ground just beside you, and you're going to draw your chin in and just start to slowly roll your body up, nice and slow. And then sit off onto one hip and swing the legs around in front of you. Okay, with the legs out in front, I want you to take your legs a bit wider than your mat. So coming into a gentle, wide straddle. Okay, and sit up really nice and tall for me here. Okay, please take your right hand behind you, fingertips or palm flat, whatever feels good. Sit up nice and tall, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your left hand outside your right leg, and let's just get a very gentle twist in here. Keep pressing down into the sit bones and just sitting up nice and tall. If you want to gaze a little bit over the right shoulder, you can, but don't force your neck to go too deep here. Feel the length of your inhales up your spine. Deep exhales. Two more here. Good. Gaze forward. Slowly inhale, come back to your center. Exhale. And then take the left hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand outside of the left leg as we just give the body this gentle twist. Try to keep pressing your right sit bone towards the floor. On the inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Maybe gazing over the left shoulder if that feels good for 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful, guys. Slowly gaze forward. And then inhale, allow the upper body to come back to the center. Take your time, take a breath in and out for me here. And then use your hands underneath your knees to lift your knees, and we're gonna come into our butterfly position. So similar to the one you did when you were laying down, but now we're gonna stay upright. So a couple of tips. If you come into this pose and you feel like you have a really hard time sitting up straight, sit up on top of a little pillow or maybe like the edge of a blanket. Elevating the hips is going to help you to get your spine and your heart to lift a little taller. So just options, okay? Arms will reach up towards the sky. I want you to put a bend into your right elbow and then cup it with your left hand, coming into a very nice little tricep stretch. Okay, pull your rib cage in and just sit up nice and tall and deepen your breath. We are working our core muscles and our waist by sitting up tall and deepening the breath. And again, we get into heart energy anytime we're getting into the shoulders. So send the breath from the belly all the way up into your heart. Now you are invited to stay here or take your left arm and gently bend the left elbow, wrapping the left arm around your low back. And just try to keep sitting up tall. Stay there, or maybe reach and hook your fingertips for Gomukhasana in the arms. You can use a strap. If you have a strap, you can hold the strap between the hands for just a little more support. As we breathe, we're here for 3. 2. And arms will rise, my dears. Big inhale. Exhale, take your right hand to the ground, just outside that right hip, and reach the left arm over as we get into our side body. Now inhale, gaze up and underneath your left arm, and then exhale, fold over the right leg. So as you fold over the right leg, your left hand comes down just out in front of that left knee. On the inhale, come up onto your fingertips and just get a really lifted heart. Twist your tummy towards your right thigh and exhale, fold into this pose even deeper. And breathe. Last 3. On the inhale, come onto those fingertips again. Exhale, walk your hands forward towards the top of your mat. Stay on your fingertips. Give me an inhale and pull the waist forward, the heart forward. Exhale, slowly forward fold and allow your head to just hang towards your feet. Deepen your breath. That's it, love. Slowly inhale, fingertips, walk your body upright. Pause, sit up tall. Give me a big exhale out your mouth. All right, arms rise on the inhale. Please bend your left elbow and cup it with your right hand. I always do. I kind of jet my ribs out, so make sure you're not jetting your ribs out. Pull your rib cage in, and it's important to just kind of tuck the tail. We want to get that firm energy in the core. And then breathe from your tummy all the way up into your beautiful heart. And just observing if there's any difference on this side. Maybe the shoulder feels a little different. And you can stay here. Or take the right arm, bend the right elbow, and just wrap the right arm around your low back. If that's enough, that's enough. Or hook your fingertips for your Gomukhasana arms. Deep breathing, strong core. For 3. Last 2. One more. You're doing great. Okay, arms will rise. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, left hand comes to the ground, just to the left side of the body. And we're going to bend the left elbow and get into the side waist. Now gently gaze up and under your right arm. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold over your left leg. On the inhale, come up onto your fingertips, lengthen, and then twist your tummy a bit more towards your left thigh. And exhale, fold forward, walking the hands a little further forward, and breathe. Deep inhales, deep exhales. One more big breath into your low back and waist. Now on the inhale, come up onto those fingertips for me again. Stay on your fingertips as you walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Okay, press your hips towards the earth. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, walk your hands forward any amount and allow your head to just hang. Deep belly breathing. And again, it's not about how far forward you fold. It's about how deep you are moving into the inner practice, right? How deep can you breathe? Make that more important than how deep you're moving down into your fold. Last two. And then walk your hands slowly back towards your legs. Sit up really tall. Take a deep inhale for me. And a big exhale. Use your hands to gently close your knees and extend the legs out in front of you. If you're sitting up on top of something, I would suggest coming off of it as the legs extend out in front of you. Okay, and just get even on your booty, even on your sit bones. And I want you to cross your right ankle over your left ankle, or right ankle on top, I should say. And you want to feel like your inner thighs are moving down towards the floor, inner thighs down towards the floor. Press your hands into the earth beside you and just sit up nice and tall. And some of you might be feeling a stretch. You can stay here or sweep the arms up towards the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, hinging from your hips and just very slowly folding forward over your legs. And just breathing down into your belly. If you don't quite get your feet, no big deal. Just grab wherever it feels good for you. Notice as you are breathing, if the exhales can take you just a little deeper, not forcing anything, just relaxing down into it. Last three, guys. Two. One more breath. Now, slide the hands onto the ground. Use your arms to gently bring yourself up. Okay, and I want you to slide your hands back behind you. Bend your knees a little and just slide your butt forward a couple inches. Put your left foot on the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left leg for a variation of pigeon. Okay, you can let that left foot go further forward if that's better for you. So a seated pigeon, we're just gonna sit up nice and tall and breathe. If for some reason this is just not working for you in your body today, you can scoot your booty all the way down. You can come onto your back. If you would rather do supine pigeon, absolutely transition into that now. Since I came down into supine pigeon, I'm probably just gonna stay here. Feel free to stay wherever you're happy and breathe. Shoulders are at ease in all variations. And maybe a little rocking from side to side will feel good. You just kind of use the left knee and you just rock a little side to side. Give me 3 more slow, easy breaths. Beautiful, loves. If you came down onto your back, put your hands behind, or excuse me, at the belly of the left hamstring. You're just gonna rock yourself up like we normally would. Hands come behind us. Okay, everybody just slide that left leg straight.
slide the right leg straight and just take a second. Feel how the hips and the legs are responding. A little shaking feels good. And then cross your left ankle on top of your right ankle. Inner thighs moving down towards the floor. And maybe you're happy just putting our hands on the mat and just sitting up tall. That always feels really good, getting that length in the spine. Or arms rise, just to take it one step further, and fold forward over your legs. And again, just grab a hold of wherever it feels accessible to you and breathe. Find the depth of your breath and your body will follow. One more breath here, guys. And because we don't want to use the back too much, put your hands on the floor. Use your arms to slowly inhale, coming upright. Okay, now the hands are going to come behind us, right? We're going to lean back a little bit. Scoot your booty forward just enough to bend the knees. Flexed left ankle over the right leg, coming into your seated pigeon variation. So if you are staying upright, really important, I should have said this on the other side, make sure that you're not rounding your back, that your heart is really nice and lifted. Your hands can do whatever they need to do to be comfortable here. And then those of you who followed me onto the back, make sure if you came onto your back on the first side that you do the same thing here. Supine pigeon or seated pigeon. And breathe. Upper body is at ease. Mind is comforted by the sound of your breath. And if you want to, you can do that little rocking, just kind of using the right leg as the guide. And you just rock softly side to side. Big inhales. Deep exhales. One more full breath in and out. So nice, guys. If you're on your back, give yourself that little rock up. Hands behind us, sit up tall. And go ahead and start to slide those legs straight. Both legs out. Give them a little shake. Should be feeling pretty good. Come onto your back, babes. We're going to do one last little twist here before I bring you into Shavasana. So really simple, arms out like a T. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees over to the right for just a nice, gentle two-knee twist. Now, you can put your right hand on your legs just to kind of ground the energy, or right hand on your belly. Reach the left arm up and back, somewhere that feels good for your shoulder, and maybe look softly to the left. These are the last few active breaths of our practice, so stay present. Gaze towards the sky and slowly inhale back to your center. Arms out like a T. Exhale, lower the knees over to the left. And go ahead and put your left hand either on your legs or on your belly, whatever you did on the other side. And then that right arm can reach up and back, maybe gazing over the right shoulder. Active Ujjayi breathing. Beautiful, guys. Gaze toward the sky. Inhale back to your center. Knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Two choices. You can either lay flat on your back for Shavasana. If you have a blanket or a pillow, it can be really nice sliding something underneath the knees. Or if you're craving an inversion, come to a wall in your house and put your legs up the wall. And if you're gonna do that, try to get your booty to touch the wall wherever you are as the legs reach up. So I'm gonna give you just about 30 seconds or so, kind of get out any last little wiggles, itches, or twitches that you have in your body, and prepare yourself for Shavasana. I always like to cover my eyes in Shavasana, so if you have a towel or something and you would like to cover your eyes, make that a part of your sort of closing ritual. Adjust your clothes one last time. And you should feel this beautiful sense of accomplishment. The last hour, you paid beautiful, mindful attention to the body, to the mind, to the heart, to your yoga practice. And know that not only do you benefit so greatly from this practice, but everyone that you share your life with, they benefit from you feeling connected, you feeling whole and complete, which you are. So let's take one last active breath together in through our nose, and then a big open mouth sigh, and just let go. Let go of all the effort. Let go of the breathing and the physical body. With the eyes softly closed, bring your awareness to the space just behind your closed eyes. Chitta Kasha, or inner space. Just observing the space behind your closed eyes. Notice any colors or shapes. Without attaching, just observe. Now, bring your awareness to the stillness in the body. And focus on the stillness so much that you experience it growing deeper and deeper. There is a presence here in the stillness. Move toward that presence and allow it to reveal itself to you. It's a feeling. An inner feeling of pure love, bliss, perfection. Know, dear ones, that this perfect, peaceful, inner space, it's always there. It's as close as your breath. And you can return to this depth of your being anytime you wish. With deep gratitude for the practice, for our awareness, slowly begin to come back to the surface. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take your tongue and wet your lips. And then reach the arms over your head like you're waking from a dream. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Bend your knees, placing your feet on Mother Earth, and very slowly roll over to the right and just lay there for a moment in a fetal position. Take your time, as this is a brand new beginning for us all. Press yourself up to sit and bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. A soft bow of our head in gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing the sweet measure of your spirit with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.